The university is all out in providing services through the conduct of technology and livelihood trainings, as well as technical assistance for community members. CVSU is also one of the identified partner agencies of the Agricultural Training Institute, or ATI, Region 4A, in its implementation of the Techno Gabay Program, or TGP, in Calabarzon. Through the extension services of the university, ATI gets assistance in establishing Farmers Information and Technology Services, or FIT Center. In a memorandum of agreement signed by the university president and the provincial governor, CVSU has now established the Cavite Water Testing Laboratory, aimed at monitoring the quality of groundwater and surface water to safeguard water security and improve the well-being of Caviteños. The university maintains its various services, sustains its operations through income-generating projects, and manages pure business enterprises. CVSU is also generating considerable income from its flagship product, the Aguinaldo Blend, a major coffee product made from the combination of 4 varieties of coffee: Robusta, Arabica, Excelsa, and Liberica. CVSU's Peak of Transformation highlights the ongoing aggressive infrastructure development to position the university among the top universities in the ASEAN region. The establishment of Agri-Eco Tourism Park is another attraction that would surely boost the income of the university. It is a farm and ecology-based project that will showcase the existing resources, designed to highlight new technologies and boast the natural beauty of the university. Likewise, the construction of CVSU International Conference Center will pave the way for local, national, and international functions and events. Hostel Tropicana is second home to local and international guests and visitors while enjoying their stay in the university, especially during seminars, trainings, conferences, even business and social gatherings and other activities. It is also an ideal venue for different functions, relevant to the operations of the university and a training ground for undergraduate students of related discipline. Clear to its vision and mission, CVSU was hailed as the top-performing state university by ACO in terms of quality assurance, ensuring students of globally competitive programs. In its continuous and concerted effort as it moves forward in one direction, CVSU is now ISO 9001:2015 certified. For 4 consecutive years, CVSU is still the champion, being awarded as the most outstanding state university in gender and development implementation in Calabarzon, a recognition accorded by the Regional Development Council, or RDC. CVSU is currently in transition of strengthening its educational standards, shifting from output-based to outcome-based quality assurance and facing the new challenges of K-12 issues and concerns. Now, facing the challenges to be a global university, CVSU remains to be Level 4 State University in Calabarzon in SUC leveling. For more than a century now, Cavite State University continues to defend the tenets of truth, excellence, and service, vows to uphold its vision and mission, and affirms its commitment that in the next years to come, it will be too fast and too serious in transforming the university into a global university through academic breakthroughs, outstanding researches, remarkable extension services, and updated facilities worthy of global recognition and commendation.
5 decades of public service, more than 5 decades of commitment towards a progressive region, and more than 5 decades of providing innovative S&T solutions. We are DOST Calabarzon. DOST Calabarzon is one of the 16 regional offices of the Department of Science and Technology. We are committed to the task of bringing innovative solutions to the doorsteps of every Filipino in Cavite, Laguna, Batangas, Rizal, and Quezon. Through the years, we have developed a catalog of our core competencies, our very own programs and services that bring out the best in us, which allow us to give the best S&T services to you. First in the list are DOST Calabarzon's 7 diverse testing, calibration, and special laboratories, 4 of which are our testing and calibration centers. The Regional Standards and Testing Laboratory offers physico-chemical, microbiological, and halal analysis of water, wastewater, feeds, food, and food products. The Regional Metrology Laboratory provides internationally traceable measurement. The Cavite Water and Wastewater Laboratory determines the physico-chemical and microbiological parameters of water and wastewater. And the Regional Volumetric Calibration Laboratory provides calibration and verification intervals of all measuring instruments used in petroleum products, proving the quality and reliability of DOST Calabarzon's testing and calibration laboratories are different awards, recognitions, and certifications. As part of DOST Calabarzon's continuous upgrading, 3 special laboratories have been crafted to answer to real-life and timely needs. These were made possible through our partnerships with different state universities and colleges here in Calabarzon. Our first special laboratory is the Ideation, Design, and Development Laboratory, a creative hub for on-the-job local designers and potential technopreneurs for product development, design, and prototype. The Regional Design and Creativity Hub for Innovation in MSMEs and Education is a new laboratory which focuses on creativity and innovation using 2D and 3D animations specifically targeted for student talents. The Center for Hazard and Environmental Resource Mapping provides authoritative geospatial data and services in all stages of disaster risk reduction and management cycle. Moreover, DOST Calabarzon also prioritizes the promotion of alternative energy through the development of innovations fit for Calabarzon's capabilities. One of these is the in-house developed biogas technology. Since 1994, DOST Calabarzon has been promoting recovery and use of biogas as an alternative energy source. Another alternative energy program is the micro hydropower. This can provide water to isolated communities which have no access to commercial electric grid. DOST Calabarzon also specializes in the development of smart systems that aid in key operations of DOST regional and provincial offices and different government and local government agencies. Smart systems pave way for an easier flow of communication through providing a systematic way of communicating, monitoring, and disseminating. These systems include Data Analytics Ready Information Unified Systems, or DARIUS, a collection of mission-critical information tools that aim to centralize filing of relevant documents in day-to-day operations. RX Detect is a multi-component software application developed to enhance the monitoring of RX box units by gathering and transmitting reports. DOST Calabarzon's smart systems merge with another core competency focused on disaster risk reduction and management. Being the Vice Chair for Disaster Prevention and Mitigation, DOST Calabarzon proves its commitment to enhance the disaster preparedness of Filipinos by crafting DRRM initiatives using smart systems. Local Government Unit Information Dissemination System, which aims to help increase public awareness on need-to-know information from the local government. Hazard Notification Dissemination and Awareness produces timely weather and earthquake bulletins through the hydrometeorological sensors installed in different parts of the region. Sensing environmental parameters through telemetry enhances water quality monitoring and assessment. Sentry deploys sensors, detects water level, and disseminates bulletins and advisories. Food safety is another aspect which DOST Calabarzon claims expertise in. We spearhead the capability of DOST food safety teams nationwide. Aside from that, the regional office chairs the Food Safety Interagency Program, a group of organizations raising the global competitiveness of the food industry here in Calabarzon. The Food Safety Regional and Provincial Team also provides technical assistance through the Food Safety Demo Company. They also help upgrade street food vending practices and conditions. Lastly, web-based seminars are also conducted through the in-house developed Watch of the Webinar and Technology channel. Watch airs food safety related topics that reach people beyond geographical boundaries. Lastly, recognizing the potential and strength of agriculture in the region, DOST Calabarzon also specializes in research and programs on commodity-based innovations. Researches on kaong, buri, nipa, and makapuno are being undertaken to discover new and emerging products with the help of up-to-date technologies. Recently, the establishment of the Makapuno Island Project in Alabat Island, Quezon Province, proves that science and technology makes plants and even lives better. Together with the region's core competencies, our regular, rollout, and innovative programs complete the package in order to give a holistic science and technology service to the Calabarzon region. Fairs, contests, and exhibits are also regularly done to help bring our projects and impact closer to you. A testament of our commitment to service are our numerous awards, certifications, and recognitions. DOST Calabarzon has been awarded with the following: ISO 9001 2015 certified, Prime HRM Level 2 compliant, Philippine Quality Award Level 1 recipient, and for 3 consecutive years, DOST Calabarzon is the best DOST regional office. These and more solidify our brand as the prime innovator of science and technology, which is striving to make a difference in the lives of people here in Calabarzon. We bring science closer to your business, your schools, your communities, your homes, and into your lives. This is the Department of Science and Technology, Calabarzon, and we strive to bring science closer to you.
More than half of the Filipinos tend farms and plantations in the rural areas, majority of which still use traditional farming techniques. With the country's long line of premier agricultural crops, the government has made strides to develop and process yields to increase the income capacity and marketability of local agricultural trade and industry. One of these is the Makapuno produce, a type of coconut with a soft jelly-like flesh. Makapuno has a distinct tenderness and richness with its gelatinous meat perfect for candies, ice cream, and other delectable desserts.
Picard in the 1990s and even the Technology Application Promotion Institutes made a big program to develop the R&D component for the enhancement ng Makapuno industry.
The Philippine Coconut Research and Development Foundation has been supporting the Makapuno industry since we started kasi nakita nga namin yung potential niya as an economic mover.
And so we try to develop several laboratories and campaign and promote the use of the environment Makapuno culture. We developed the R&D program and then try to come up with a roadmap. Ano bang ating target?
As of 2009, there are more than 500 hectares of Makapuno fields all over the country. In 2011, the demand for Makapuno reached the international arena and has been an essential ingredient to the big ice cream producers in the Philippines. The recent increase in demand for the Makapuno has led farmers, scientists, inventors, and entrepreneurs to find innovative ways on how to process and market Makapuno. This even opened up product development and export possibilities at par with international products.
We could put Makapuno in the food and pharmaceutical industry market.
Ngayon, ang maganda na since marami na nagpo-produce, marami na mga farmers na nag-i-invest kahit mahal yung Makapuno, ang research na ngayon is on the product development.
May mga na-develop ng mga interested groups, mga institutions to adapt the technology ng laboratory for the production of embryo cultured Makapuno.
Through years of technological research and development, such as the embryo culture technology that increased the percentage yield per hectare of Makapuno nuts, the Makapuno has leaped from being naturally grown to being mass-produced to ensure a steady supply of Makapuno meat, both for local and international trade.
We've put up satellite laboratories to showcase farmers na merong ganitong technology at may ganitong Makapuno that can boost the coconut industry.
And the Makapuno is a high-value crop. We treat as a value crop. Kaya hindi siya pumasok doon sa ibang commodity. Ang treatment sa kanya is a high-value crop.
Makapuno eventually started agri-economic industries for desserts, preserves, world-class cuisine, healthcare, and even beauty and wellness.
We were able to come up with several pharmaceutical and new food products for Makapuno.
May diversified yung utilization natin sa Makapuno aside from its food applications. Edible coating, biodegradable wound for wound applications. Ngayon, marami rin mga nag-invest ngayon na mga Makapuno, sa mga Makapuno kasi ang nakikita nila, like for example right now, mahal ang Makapuno.
Through the Makapuno Production Roadmap 2011 to 2016, being crafted by the Southern Tagalog Consortium for Industry and Energy Research and Development, or STCIRD, the Makapuno is targeted to expand to more than 800 hectares of land area all over the country.
The production roadmap would have achieved the level kung saan sufficient na yung number of trees to supply the requirement ng buong processing industry.
Simula nung nag-start kami noong 1997, we've already given out more than 10,000 seedlings sa different farmers sa iba't ibang locations sa Philippines.
We targeted based on the capability ng mga na-establish namin Makapuno embryo cultured laboratories together with the enhancement ng productivity noong each laboratory and the technique to produce it and to reduce the cost.
To ensure the quality standards of Makapuno-based products, the STCIRD has initiated the Philippine Makapuno Seal of Quality. This entitles Makapuno-based enterprises to use the seal in all their marketing promotions based from the guidelines of the use of the Philippine Makapuno mark. Consumers are also assured that the products have undergone strict quality control.
We now have successfully applied last year yung Makapuno brand.
Napupush niya yung growth ng Makapuno. Kasi ang main purpose nun is to imprint that Makapuno comes from the Philippines. Kasi if you have that seal and you are member of that group, then we can assure the public, the consumers, that the Makapuno products that they buy are of good quality and came from good laboratories or even manufacturers.
Through the Philippine Makapuno Seal of Quality and local and foreign investment, global market opportunities are expected in the years to come. The Philippine Makapuno Seal of Quality is poised to establish the Makapuno as a large-scale economic mover to help improve lives of farmers and micro, small, and medium enterprises.
Mas maganda yung diversification on the industrial side para mas marami tayong mga products that we can make use of them.
would like to encourage all our entrepreneurs, our MSMEs, and even the industry itself to adopt the Philippine Makapuno trademark, our local brand.
Good morning, everyone. We would like to read the following reminders to better facilitate the flow of our summit today. First, attendees who are using their laptops may maximize viewing access by clicking the option button at the top portion of their screen and selecting the side-by-side mode. In case of technical difficulties or disconnection, please just click the provided link sent to your respective email addresses to access the webinar room again. Any form of audio and video recording is not allowed, but this summit is already streaming live on the DOST Calabarzon's Facebook page. So for questions, please type them under the Q&A option, and attendees who may have the same question with other attendees may upvote the question by clicking the like button. For other concerns, please type them under the chat option. Your response to the evaluation form per day will be used in preparing your certificate of participation. We are about to start in a few minutes, so let's get ready and enjoy learning a lot about the Makapuno industry in today's summit. Once again, a pleasant morning to all. Okay, good morning everyone to our dear guests, speakers, presenters, and participants from various institutions around the country. We warmly welcome you to the second National Makapuno Summit with the theme Empowering the Stakeholders of the Philippine Makapuno Industry Amidst the Pandemic, organized by the Department of Science and Technology Calabarzon and Cavite State University. While this crisis brought us to a different setup of a summit this time, our reason for doing so remains the same: to collaborate, to innovate, and to contribute to the growth of the Makapuno industry in the Philippines and abroad. So let's not waste any bandwidth. Let's start investing our virtual energy to this worthwhile event. To start, we encourage everyone to join us in the singing of the national anthem and in asking for guidance through an opening prayer.
Dear Lord, we praise and worship you today. You are exalted in our midst. We ask for forgiveness for every sin we have done. Have mercy on us, our Father. As we start our program today, let your guidance and protection be upon us. Send your Spirit to us and give us wisdom. We thank you for all the blessings we have received. We also thank you for the lives of the people in this place. Be glorified in everything we do. In your name we pray. Amen.
Once again, good morning, everyone. Even with the observance of physical distancing, we are actually able to bring the Makapuno industry right inside your homes and offices as well as we gather today through this virtual conferencing platform. So, to formally welcome all the participants, both here on Zoom and on Facebook Live, we would like to call on the hardworking president of Cavite State University, who had just celebrated his birthday this week. Happy birthday, po, sir. Let us all welcome Dr. Hernando D. Robles.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Prof. Lady Eileen Orsal. Of course, I would like first to greet my fellow Bulaqueño, our honored guest, Honorable DUST Secretary Fortunato de la Peña, Dr. Alex Madrigal, the DUST Calabarzon Regional Director. He is an untiring director, but unfortunately retiring soon. To our guest speaker to be introduced appropriately later. Officials of Cavite State University, of course, the national coordinator of our National Makapuno Summit, Dr. Roel Mojica, the Vice President for Research and Extension of the Cavite State University, to other distinguished guests, panelists, to all the participants from various institutions, and to the organizers from DUST Calabarzon and Cavite State University. A pleasant morning. It may seem very challenging to conduct this summit on a virtual setup, but this online platform we are using allows us to reach more stakeholders, which is the goal of this partnership. No pandemic can stop DUST and CBSU for to bring science and technology to the doorstep of other people. Aside from ensuring that everybody attending is safe at the comfort of their homes or offices, perhaps we can also watch a replay of this video after the event so we can review what we learned. And that, I believe, is the silver lining that gives us hope and another opportunity to help the Makapuno industry wherever we are. For this two-day summit, We have a lot of plenary talks prepared. So would like to thank our invited speakers for generously sharing their time and expertise with us. We will certainly learn a lot from them. Let's not just listen, but let us participate and engage in the Makapuno related initiatives that will be mentioned and lecture delivered. We have seen how science and technology can go a long way if we apply it to agriculture and with all stakeholders promoting one advocacy. Let us keep doing that. So to our participants, again, we thank you for making this part of your 2020 story. And to our partners, DOST Calabarzon, ang wala pong sawa nating tagapagtaguyod ng science and technology sa ating rehiyon, katulong ang Cavite State University at iba pang state universities and colleges sa ating pong Region 4. It is a joy to work with you in this summit. It's now time. The time has come to heighten the dwarf. Magandang araw po at mabuhay ang industriya ng makapuno sa Pilipinas. Maraming salamat po at again, welcome to this second National Makapuno Summit. God bless us all.
Thank you po, Dr. Robles, and thank you to our dear participants once again for heeding the call to take part in this historical event. And we want to mention some of our participants here, starting off with our guests for today. We have with us our international speakers, Dr. Lekong Nong from IOOP. Hello po, Dr. Lekong Nong. We also have Dr. Roland Bordeaux from France. Round of applause for them. We also have Mr. Alfred Kembu. Hello po, sir. Also from IPCRI, we have Dr. Henki Novarianto. Good morning. We have President Roberto Ong from Apple Products. We have Dr. Joel Lee from Nanyang Polytechnic together with other delegates from Singapore. Good morning. We have President Steve Pagao from PCCT. Good morning po. And of course, from our delegation here in the country, we have Dr. Alexander R. Madrigal, our Regional Director for the UST Calabarzon. Good morning po, Dr. Madrigal. We also have Mr. Ramon Rivera. We also have Dr. Cristeta Cueto from PCA. And also with us today is Mr. Julius Cesar Sikat from DUST Region 3, our Regional Director from Region 3. Good morning po. And of course, we also have our other delegates from the different industries and from the different departments of the UST in the different regions of the country. So good morning, everybody. We also have today our awardees for the Makapuno Island project, and later on we will be meeting them. They are around 4 here. Okay, so also we would like to greet our participants from the different institutions who are with us today, starting off with our participants from the educational institutions. So if you are here or if you are on Facebook Live, you can click the like button or say a wave or put on a wave emoji so we would know you are with us today. Let's start off with our participants from University of Hawaii, participants from Batangas State University, Occidental Mindoro State College, President Ramon Magsaysay State University, University of Rizal System, Southern Luzon State University, Sulu State College, Binyan Integrated National High School, Sacred Heart Villa School Maria Shinina, Santiago National High School, Philippine Science High School, Southern Mindanao Campus and Central Visayas Campus, and of course from Cavite State University. We also have different government agencies with us today, participants from Bureau of Plant Industry, Bureau of Salts and Water Management, Commission on Higher Education, from the different regions of Department of Agriculture, from the Department of Education. We also have the different regions from the Department of Science and Technology, okay, participants from the Philippine Coconut Authority, participants from the Philippine Coconut Research and Development Foundation, Incorporated, our participants from the local government units in Quezon, in Maragondon, in Tayabas, from our FIT centers in Cavite, hello po, from the Office of the Provincial Agriculturist in Batangas and Cavite, and Misamis Oriental, hello, good morning, from Rizal Provincial Government, Provincial Agriculture Office, from Amadeo Municipal Agriculture Office, and Alfonso Municipal Agriculture Office. And we also have with us today, good morning to our dear partners in the private industries. We have the CAA Suites, the Senel Applied Technology Corporation, the Lionheart Farms, Nadelful Products, Sunlight Food Corporation, and of course, we want to greet good morning to the people who pulled this all together for us in today's summit, the organizers from DOST Calabarzon and Cavite State University. Once again, a pleasant morning to everyone. And to inspire more and set us with the mood for the series of messages we are going to hear for today, let us welcome our first guest of honor to be introduced by the ever dedicated Regional Director of the Department of Science and Technology Calabarzon, no other than Dr. Alexander Madrigal.
Thank you. A pleasant and a blessed morning to all of you. I would please allow me first to give my thanks to President Nanding Robles, the very intelligent and able president, energetic, and thank you very much for accepting the challenge and with much gusto for hosting our second National Makapuno Summit. Truly, with your able leadership, together with your vice presidents, si VP Ruel Mojica and Sir Milo, VP Milo Polinga. Thank you very much, and to all the men and women of Cavite State University. I would like also to greet, I will only greet several persons as my personal message. Our guest speaker for today will also be a very close to my heart, a person very close to my heart. He is more intelligent than me, more handsome, and I think he is the youngest of my siblings. My siblings. A very well decorated military man. So thank you very much for guesting us here. General Benjamin Madrigal Jr., the former Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. Thank you with all your help, and also with the PCA able leadership of Erlin Menhar and Sir Ramon Rivera of the Regional Office. I would like also to acknowledge my colleague in the Department of Science and Technology. Most especially, Regional Director is present here in the Zoom. RD Sikat. Good morning, sir. Let me do my task today. I'm about to introduce to you one of the guests of honor. We have the keynote speaker today who has made the UST his pilgrim home, his laboratory, and his playing field for ideas and passion for service for the sake of science. If I'm not mistaken, sir, you have fallen in love with UST the third time. First, as the director of the TAPI during the time of Secretary late Severino Foliosco, then as undersecretary during the term of Estrella Labastro, Dr. Estrella, until his retirement in 2014. And now, our secretary. Called to return to duty from his early retirement years, our secretary never hesitated to return to the front line of science and technology service. After a course of obtaining a nod from his loving wife, Ma'am Mariquita Blanbanzon, and his 5 children, Margarita, a medical doctor, Emil, a veterinary doctor, Fortunato Jr., an assistant professor of industrial engineering, design, Miguel, an artist entrepreneur, and Federico, an engineering geologist. Our secretary is an ASEAN engineer with a Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering from the University of the Philippines, 1969, a diploma holder in Industrial Quality Control from Bosch Centrum International Education in Rotterdam, Netherlands, 1975, and a Master of Science Industrial Engineering from the University of the Philippines, Diliman, 1976, and with graduate studies in the Operations Research Polytechnic Institute of New York in 1982. He is now, up to now, the president of the Philippine Association for the Advancement of Science and Technology, or PhilAST, since 2011, the president of the National Research Council of the Philippines until 2007, the president of the Philippine Institute of Chemical Engineers from 1989 to 1990, and the president, Association of Management and Industrial Engineers, for 2 years in 1986 and 1988. Highly recognized because of his contribution to our country through science and technology. Numerous prestigious awards were given to him, foremost of which, two of which awarded in 2005, the Dangal ng Bayan Award, a civil service, the highest award for Civil Service Commission, and the Outstanding Career Executive Officer of the Career Executive Service Board. The Distinguished Alumni Award for Public Service of the UP Alumni Association in 2012, and one of the 100 Outstanding UP Engineering Alumni of the Century, awarded in 2010. Our secretary, just like our president from Cavite State University, is also a Bulaqueño, whose dedication for God and country never tired to rest. He is one of the few persons with a gentle and kind spirit. Never I have seen him go to his head and blow his head. Napakabait po. Now, more than ever, determined to bring science closer to the people, ladies and gentlemen of Calabarzon and the rest of the ASEAN and even from the Europe, please join me in welcoming our DOST Secretary, Secretary Fortunato P. de la Peña.
Umaga sa lahat. Warmest greetings to retired General Benjamin Madrigal, the Administrator of the Philippine Coconut Authority, to Dr. Alexander Madrigal, the Regional Director of DOST Calabarzon, to Dr. Hernando Robles, President of Cavite State University, international plenary speakers coming from Vietnam, Dr. Le Cong Nong, from France, Dr. Roland Bourdieu, from Papua New Guinea, Mr. Alfred Kembu, and from Indonesia, Dr. Henry Novarianto. My warmest congratulations to the Department of Science and Technology Calabarzon and Cavite State University for successfully organizing the second National Makapuno Summit as part of the celebration of the 2020 National Science and Technology Week. Your two-day virtual event is full of activities that will show the issues, challenges, accomplishments, and opportunities of the Makapuno industry. Let me also congratulate you this early, as these are worthy to be highlighted in this celebration. Launching the Makapuno Growth Chamber, Memorandum of Agreement signing and awarding for the Makapuno R&D Center, winners of the Best Farmer and Technician in Makapuno Island, Alabat, Quezon, and winners of the R&D Poster Competition. I'm also happy to see that you have invited various international speakers, that from Vietnam, from France, from Papua New Guinea, and Indonesia, for your plenary sessions to discuss about the status of the Makapuno industry in their respective countries. Of course, we will also become informed of the status here in our country, as this will be reported by DOST Calabarzon Regional Director Alexander Madrigal. Through the ceaseless efforts and dedication of the Southern Tagalog Consortium for Industry and Energy Research and Development and DOST Calabarzon, with the continued support from the collaborating agencies, the revitalization of the Makapuno industry since 2009 has gone a long way. the Makapuno has now emerged into a high-value commodity. The enhancement of the Makapuno value chain and roadmaps has opened new doors to opportunities. Aside from the food industry, the Makapuno is now used in cosmetic, pharmaceuticals, and medicinal industries. The increasing demand for Makapuno was addressed through the use of embryo culture technology in mass propagating the Makapuno. Truly, the power of extensive research and development shows a great contribution in revitalizing this industry. Another good opportunity that came was the establishment of an embryo-cultured Makapuno island in Alabat, Quezon last 2017. The project aims to establish a 111-hectare Makapuno farm containing 11,100 seedlings that would showcase Makapuno as a high-value crop and its significant contributions to the economy of the island. This is achieved through the collaboration of various government agencies, the DOST-4A, the PCA, the PCRDF, DA, Regional Office 4A, SLSU, and LGUs of Alabat, Quezon, and Perez. 5,000 seedlings were already field planted in the designated farms in the municipalities of Alabat and Perez, Quezon. Currently, innovative coconut-based farming systems and integrated pest management strategies are already implemented in the island. After the 3-year implementation of the project, field-planted seedlings were already in their flowering and early maturity stage, and loss to pest, infestation, and disease accumulation were reduced. In 2018, DOST Calabarzon launched the Makapuno Island products and held a commitment signing with QTR Pharma Sciences Incorporated as the technology adopter. This promoted the technology commercialization of the Makapuno galactomanan and powder-derived products. Now, the Makapuno galactomanan processing plant is currently under construction in the Philippine Coconut Research and Development Foundation. This can help in manufacturing Makapuno nuts from Alabat Island to make functional food and health products. The DOST Calabarzon and QTR Pharma Sciences Incorporated is coordinating with the Nanyang Polytechnic in Singapore for a collaboration project to develop dietary fiber supplement from Makapuno galactomanan. Its objective is to optimize the galactomanan extraction process, product development, and product testing in Singapore. I believe that the Makapuno industry will continue to soar high in our country and even in the international market. We already have Makapuno processors who are exporting their products in various countries. Rest assured that DOST can be of help to our micro, small, and medium enterprises who wish to further improve the quality of their products and services using proper equipment, technology trainings, and consultancy services. Again, congratulations to all the organizers and participants of this second National Makapuno Summit. Let us continue to work hand in hand in making closer to people. Muli, isang makaagham na umaga sa inyong lahat. Mabuhay kayong lahat.
Thank you so much po, Secretary De La Peña, for gracing this event with your presence and for sharing your gems of thought to all the participants. That is a very good preview po of all the opportunities Makapuno as a high-value crop has in store for us. And we'll surely take that challenge to work hand in hand together. So at this point, we would like to formally award the plaque of appreciation to our first guest of honor, Secretary De La Peña. So let me read the content of the plaque. Republic of the Philippines, Department of Science and Technology, and Cavite State University Don Severino de las Alas campus in Dang, Cavite, award this plaque of appreciation to Honorable Fortunato T. de la Peña in grateful recognition of his invaluable contribution as guest of honor during the second National Makapuno Summit with the theme Empowering the Stakeholders of the Philippine Makapuno Industry Amidst the Pandemic, given this 26th day of November 2020 via Zoom meeting and Facebook Live. Signed, Dr. Alexander R. Madrigal, the UST Regional Director, and Dr. Hernando D. Robles, Cavite State University President. Again, a virtual round of applause for our DOST Secretary, Dr. Fortunato T. de la Peña. Thank you so much po. And of course, big thanks to Dr. Alexander Madrigal, who did the introduction a while ago. And because we are really blessed today to have another guest of honor for this event, get ready to receive more insights from him. To introduce our second guest of honor, let us call on the Deputy Administrator for Research and Development Branch of the Philippine Coconut Authority. A virtual round of applause for Miss Erlene Manuhar. Good morning po, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone. The guest of honor for this National Makapuno Summit that I have to introduce has assumed as Philippine Coconut Authority Administrator a month before the COVID-19 pandemic in the country. He was a former Armed Forces of the Philippine Chief of Staff and multi-awarded general, a military man with science and technology appreciation, being the brother of our DOST Regional Director, Dr. Alex Madrigal. When he started his job amidst the pandemic, he was not discouraged by the COVID lockdown. He was high-spirited in learning things about the coconut industry. He enriched his technical knowledge and espoused the transformation of PCA to become a premier and responsive institution. A strong soldier with soft heart to uplift the lives of the people under the coconut tree. A leader with integrity in search of new directions of the industry despite the odds and challenges. A public servant with good governance who envisions a new horizon for the coconut industry. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow participants, it is a privilege to introduce the pride and hope of the Philippine Coconut Authority, our administrator, Benjamin Madrigal Jr.
Thank you. Thank you, Erlene, for the very generous introduction. Secretary Fortunato de la Peña of the Department of Science and Technology, Dr. Hernando Robles of the Cavite State University, our esteemed international speakers and participants who are joining us in this summit. Let me correct yung sinabi po ng aking idol, my idol, and actually the most intelligent in our family, Dr. Alexander Madrigal of the OST Calabarzon. Representatives from various research institutions, state colleges and universities, fellow public servants, colleagues from the Philippine Coconut Authority. I'd like to especially mention them, our Deputy Administrator, Erlene Manuhar, who introduced me earlier, Regional Manager, Ramon Rivera, and our ARC, Albay Research Center Manager, Christy Cueto, who will be sharing their inputs later in the forum. Stakeholders and lovers of the Makapuno industry. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. First of all, allow me to extend the felicitations of our hardworking Secretary in the Department of Agriculture, Secretary William Dar, to all of you on the occasion of this second Makapuno Summit. He asked me to extend his apologies to all of you for not being able to join us in this summit due to his numerous and equally important commitments today. Nevertheless, the Department of Agriculture and the Philippine Coconut Authority, with our common vision to attain a vibrant coconut industry with prosperous farmers, are one with all of you in this effort to bring the Makapuno industry to its full potential. And I am indeed very happy to join you today because fulfilling this vision requires commitment and collaborative efforts among partners and stakeholders. Clearly, this is why we are all here today. And with Makapuno, I would like to recognize the persistence of the Department of Science and Technology, Calabarzon, led by my very hardworking brother, as well as our other partner agencies, groups, and individuals who persevered in this endeavor. I'd like to especially greet Cavite State University. With all our concerted effort, we now see a clearer and a more comprehensive roadmap for the Makapuno industry to fully explore its potentials in both domestic and international markets. Aside from from price difference, where at the moment regular coconut selling is at 6 to 10 pesos per kilogram, while Makapuno is sold at about 30 to 50 pesos per kilo. Its unique character and the variety of high-value food and non-food products that could be derived from it, being the leader in embryo-cultured Makapuno could really make a huge difference and may even be a game changer in our country's coconut industry. Likewise, we need to look into our direction as far as the kabuwig is concerned on how it can be developed in support of our vision and for the benefit of our farmers who grow them. In all modesty, PCA researchers and scientists, together with our local and international partners, have established strategic embryo-cultured Makapuno or ECM laboratories that are mass-producing prototype Makapuno seedlings. For one, DOST Picard has been supportive in terms of funding and technology to commercially produce Makapuno materials since 1996. The LGUs and private groups, some of whom are being recognized in today's summit, are likewise involved in the mass production of this unique genotype. I'd like to especially mention one of our awardees, Mayor Fernando Mesa, who is also an esteemed AFP officer before he became mayor of Alabad. With the involvement of other SUCs and research institutions, we have sustained the commercial production of Makapuno materials and established demo farms that produce the needed embryos for ECM mass production and for further research and development relating to this matter. PCA, for one, has produced about 34,674 ECM seedlings from 2013 to 2020, or 57% of the 60,389 total ECM seedlings planted all over the country. We have also determined that Makapuno liquid endosperm may be used as binder or stabilizer in ice cream production. Clearly, the road is long and wide, and that there are more interesting challenges and opportunities ahead of the Makapuno industry. And I am personally happy to join my esteemed and hardworking brother, Dr. Alex Madrigal, and all of you in overcoming these challenges. With DOST Calabarzon, we aim to effectively address the supply-demand gap for Makapuno meal, transforming the coconut industry to achieve its full potential during this time of pandemic and series of calamities. Sabi nga po, nag-persisyon daw ang mga bagyo lately. And these challenges have become greater challenges for all of us. But this transformation of the country's farming and food systems is even more important now to ensure strong food value chains, affordable and nutritious food, and vibrant rural economy. There is still a lot for us to improve on, but I do believe that our continued strong partnership and the growing convergence of efforts among stakeholders will help sustain our initiatives and lead us to the fulfillment of our dream for the benefit of the coconut farmers and the industry as a whole. Let us continue to persevere, and through this summit, let us further enrich this promising and heritage industry. In closing, I thank all of you for your dedication and your contributions to the development of a globally competitive Makapuno industry. Thank you, and mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Thank you so much, Paul, for that message, General Madrigal. We are very honored to hear a very inspiring message from the military man with science and technology appreciation. And I hope we all become like that. You may insert your profession and have the same appreciation for science and technology. And that is actually the goal of this summit, to make us all appreciate and participate in the merging of agriculture and science and technology towards nation building. And hearing your message, Sir Madrigal, it made me excited to visit the island in demo forms once the pandemic is over. So thank you once again. And to formally award the plaque of appreciation to our guest of honor, let me read again the content of the plaque. Republic of the Philippines, Department of Science and Technology, and Cavite State University in Cavite awards this plaque of appreciation to General Benjamin R. Madrigal in grateful recognition of his invaluable contribution as guest of honor during the second National Makapuno Summit with the theme Empowering the Stakeholders of the Philippine Makapuno Industry Amidst the Pandemic, given this 26th day of November 2020 via Zoom meeting and Facebook Live. Signed, Dr. Alexander R. Madrigal, DOST Calabarzon Regional Director, and Dr. Hernando D. Robles, Cavite State University President. Again, a virtual round of applause for the Administrator of the Philippine Coconut Authority, General Benjamin R. Madrigal. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us today. And of course, big thanks to Ms. Erlene Manohar for introducing him a while ago. Now, at this point, we are about to get amazed with the innovation and the rest of what we will look forward in terms of Makapuno research, development, and extension. So let us proceed to the e-launching of the Growth Chamber. To give you a background, the National Coffee Research, Development, and Extension Center was able to develop a tissue culture growth chamber recently, which was funded by the Department of Science and Technology, Philippine Council for Industry, Energy and Emerging Technology Research and Development, or DOST-PSERD, and its objective was to enhance the coffee and Makapuno industry in terms of production by producing disease-free and quality planting materials. Now, the DOST Calabarzon funded the piloting of this technology, which is beneficial for enriching the Makapuno industry. And to get a glimpse of what this growth chamber has to offer, let us all watch this video.
The Philippines is an ideal place to grow quality coconut trees because of its location and topography, making the country the second largest coconut producer in the world today. Makapuno is a high economic value coconut variety that can be found in the country. According to Philippine Coconut Authority, it is 10 times the price of the normal coconuts because of its rarity. Agribusiness reports that 4 million kilograms of Makapuno meat are needed on the market yearly, while only less than 3% of the demand is met by the industry. Mass propagation of quality planting materials through tissue culture technique is being utilized to enrich the Makapuno production. One of its advantages is the certainty that the planters will produce Makapuno nuts. However, most laboratories often rely on growth rooms that, when poorly controlled, leads to low success rate due to contaminations. high reproduction rate of healthy Makapuno plantlets in shortest period of time is now attainable through the development of a tissue culture growth chamber for embryo cultured coffee and Makapuno, a project by the National Coffee Research Development and Extension Center, Cavite State University, and funded by the Department of Science and Technology, Calabarzon. It aims to produce disease-free Makapuno seedlings in a tightly controlled environment to reduce the chance of plant contaminations. This process is faster than the natural way of growing plants and can produce numerous amount of plants in shorter period of time. Moreover, this is season independent and can be used through any time of the year. The chamber is 1.7 meters in height and width and 0.8 meters in length. It has a capacity of 1.17 cubic meters. It is mainly made of stainless steel for durability and long-lasting corrosion resistance. It has a programmable logic controller that tracks the condition of the environment inside the chamber during the process. It also has a display to monitor the humidity and temperature from time to time. This machine will utilize a two-door skid. Opening the main door will allow the user to access all the contents inside the chamber, while the secondary door allows the user to observe the interior through the acrylic glass cover. Inside the machine, tissue culture trays are placed as the receptacle of the tissue flasks. These are surrounded by LED lamp panels as the main source of light to instigate their metabolic process, also known as photosynthesis. The installed lamps covered with acrylic glass are vertically aligned on the panels so that the light is well distributed and uniform throughout the chamber. The chamber is equipped with a cooling system and dehumidifier to control the temperature and relative humidity respectively. The cooling system is covered with HEPA filter to lessen the contamination hazards to the plantlets. These maintain the optimum environmental condition inside the chamber, which is necessary for the propagation of Makapuno plantlets. It is also equipped with roller wheels for transport convenience of the machine. The development of the tissue culture growth chamber is expected to increase the crop yield in a shorter time with lower labor costs and effort on Makapuno propagation. This also offers comparable technical performance at a cheaper purchase price than of the commercially available ones. The expected increase in the productivity of the Makapuno propagation will also open more opportunities for the increasing interest of the government and private entities to put up income-generating tissue culture laboratories, thus exhibiting a good market potential not just for the tissue culture laboratories but also for the benefit of the entire Makapuno industry.
Wow, I can imagine the effort exerted to make that project possible. So again, you just have witnessed the e-launching of the Tissue Culture Growth Chamber. So congratulations to the developers and sincerest gratitude to the funding agency for always supporting initiatives like this. Now let's proceed to the next initiative to be launched. This one is initially introduced last 2019 during the Regional Science and Technology Week, with stakeholders signing a pledge to make meaningful partnerships between academia and industry, to care for the future of Makapuno farmers and other stakeholders, to put their heart in the conduct of relevant RDE activities, and to nourish the Makapuno industry towards sustainable development and increased global impact. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all get to know more about the Makapuno Research Development and Extension Center through this video.
Life itself is a gift. To contribute to its development is a purpose. This is the vision of the Makapuno Research Development and Extension Center, to provide a vibrant atmosphere where all stakeholders collaborate to innovate and make Makapuno industry a global opportunity. While a coconut tree is considered a tree of life, its mutant, Makapuno, shares the same identity. And together, we can make this vision a reality. Aiming to be a cutting-edge facility, the center is set to lead in the conduct of innovative research and development initiatives that focus on discovering the maximum potential of Makapuno as a source for various food and non-food products. It will also spearhead the formulation and implementation of relevant extension programs to effectively transfer Makapuno technologies to farmers and entrepreneurs, making the industry economically viable and sustainable. The vision of the Makapuno RDE Center was first introduced during the Regional Science and Technology Week in Santa Rosa, Laguna on September 25, 2019. Representatives from DOST Calabarzon, Philippine Coconut Authority, Philippine Coconut Research and Development Foundation Incorporated, Department of Trade and Industry 4A, Department of Agriculture Regional Field Office 4A, LGU Alabat and Southern Luzon State University signified commitment to support establishment of the said Makapuno RDE Center. Cavite State University is tasked to be the lead agency in the establishment and operation of the center, aiming to increase farm-to-market value of Makapuno to benefit more farmers in the country. The university has been involved in ECM production since 2015 and has also established its Makapuno Tissue Culture Laboratory with the Research Center and the College of Agriculture, Food, Environment, and Natural Resources. A research and extension project with Philippine Coconut Authority was also handled by the university, aiming to establish a coconut nursery and a need-based scholarship program for children of coconut farmers in Cavite and other nearby provinces.
Good day, everyone. Cavite State University has always been working on advancing research towards the development of the different sectors of the society, particularly agriculture. More than being recognized as center of excellence for quality education in our agricultural programs, it is at the core of our research and extension agenda to address the need for food security while also assisting the community on various strategies to add value to their crops. These initiatives are all set towards a vision to help improve the lives of Filipinos. While we are moving forward to bring back the glory of the Philippine coffee in the global market through the National Coffee Research, Development and Extension Center, and to promote the potential of Kaong through the Sugar Palm Research, Information and Trading Center, the university also envisions to be the home of a cutting-edge facility that focuses on discovering the maximum potential of Makapuno as a source for various food and non-food products through innovative research endeavors. With the passionate team of researchers and extension workers from Cavite State University and the very supportive partners from the Department of Science and Technology, Calabarzon, headed by Dr. Alexander R. Madrigal, we are more than happy to make the vision come to life today as we launch the Makapuno Research, Development and Extension Center. With continuous collaboration with various stakeholders, we believe that the Makapuno industry will not be left behind, but instead it will definitely grow and flourish into a globally sustainable industry. Cheers to a bright future of Makapuno RDE. Magandang umaga po muli at mabuhay po tayong lahat.
It is with great delight that I am extending my deep appreciation to the Cavite State University for taking up the challenge to be the host institution and for leading our innovation community in making the Makapuno R&D Center come into life. The establishment of an R&D Center solely for Makapuno has been a long dream of ours. In fact, almost 2 decades has passed since we at the OST4A have relentlessly put our resources and efforts to further improve the Philippine Makapuno industry and to leverage our indigenous technology developed by then the late Dr. De Guzman in the early 60s. I am also expressing my warmest gratitude to our collaborating agencies in the region for your support and commitment on this big accomplishment. Thank you to the Philippine Coconut Authority 4A, Department of Agriculture Regional Field Office 4A, Philippine Coconut Research and Development Foundation, Inc., local government units of Alabat Island, which is Perez, Quezon, and Alabat Quezon, Southern Luzon State University, and the Department of Trade and Industry. And of course, to Dr. Erlinda Rillo, thank you for being one of the ardent Makapuno scientists. Your passion indeed has contaminated me a lot. Without all of you, this event would not have been possible to happen. I am excited to see how bountiful will be the fruits to be reaped from our hard work and efforts. I envision that this Makapuno R&D Center will be at the forefront in the development or in developing new innovative food and non-food products using Makapuno, particularly the Makapuno Galactomanan. With its state-of-the-art facilities, we will be able to create products as a functional food, health, and dietary fiber supplement, and even skincare or cosmetic products. Such has been already started before. But with this new established center, we will surely level up the quality of our materials and products. As early as 2009, the UST Calabarzon has been one with you. And since then, we have believed that the Makapuno industry will go a long way in the local and international market. Knowing what we have and what we can do, this Makapuno R&D Center will not just be a building that can cater product testing, dermatological or skincare testing, nutritional analysis for functional foods. It will not just be a facility that can do profiling and product characterization or determining products application or use. But this Makapuno R&D Center will be a home to our talented researchers and extension workers who will continue to propagate the culture of innovation. I am glad to leave public service, leaving behind a legacy of partnership and collaboration sealed. In the institutionalization of this Makapuno R&D Center during the 2020 National Makapuno Summit. Again, my warmest congratulations to all the agencies who became instrumental on the establishment of the Makapuno R&D Center. Let the pursuit of a common good be the epitome of public service and the inspiration in leveling up the research, development, and innovation in our country. The DOST will always be your partner as our ultimate goal is to make science closer to people. Thank you, and may God bless us all.
All right, Makapuno RDE Center. That really sounds exciting. And I guess some of our participants are already thinking of what RDE projects to propose to the center or maybe concepts to work on for collaboration. And why not? For sure, Cavite State University and UST Calabarzon will welcome those ideas. But for the meantime, these initiatives will not be complete and possible without giving recognition to the man of action who really pushed for this advocacy to uplift and promote the Makapuno industry. And so we want to surprise him today with this. And who is that passionate and visionary leader behind these accomplishments? Let's watch this video.
The pursuit in championing the revitalization of Makapuno industry in the Calabarzon region is owed to a man of innovation whose heart calls to spearhead the development of the people. Dr. Alexander R. Madrigal, DOST Calabarzon's Regional Director. The unfolding of Makapuno's promising potentials started from Dr. Madrigal's initiative to bring areas of knowledge and agencies together to form a collaboration that will spin off two-pronged approaches in revitalizing Makapuno, focused on production and processing. On the production side, Dr. Madrigal endeavored to address the gap between the demand for and available Makapuno trees to provide Makapuno meat in the market. In terms of processing, he envisioned to harness the potentials of Makapuno as a high-value material both for food and non-food products in consideration of its galactomannan component, which is a unique polysaccharide compound that has a lot of potentials for high-value products such as nutraceuticals applications. Rooting from these two-pronged approaches, Dr. Madrigal spearheaded the revitalization of Makapuno Industry Program in 2009 and has fused the synergy of agencies and industry, which include the Southern Tagalog Consortium for Industry and Energy Research and Development, government agency including Department of Science and Technology, Philippine Council for Industry, Energy, and Emerging Technology Research and Development, Technology Application and Promotions Institute, Philippine Council for Agriculture and Aquatic Resources Research and Development, Philippine Coconut Authority, Department of Agriculture, Lipa Agricultural Research and Experiment Station, Quezon Agricultural Research and Experiment Station, Department of Trade and Industry, Region 4A, Provincial Government of Quezon, private institutions including Philippine Coconut Research and Development Foundation Incorporated, Phil Hybrid Angels Paradise, SUCS including Southern Luzon State University, Cavite State University, Batangas State University, University of Rizal System, UP Los Baños, LGUs from Calabarzon, and the renowned scientist Dr. Arlinda Rillo. As this undertaking progressed, Dr. Madrigal led the creation of Makapuno roadmaps on production and processing aspects that signified promising opportunities not only in the food industry but continually moving forward to the cosmetic, pharmaceutical, and medicinal industry. Dr. Madrigal also pushed for the rehabilitation of research and laboratory facilities to strengthen the technological efforts intended to develop Makapuno. Hence, to upkeep this effort, Dr. Madrigal supported the enhancement of embryoculture Makapuno laboratories and in training more technicians to propagate more Makapuno seedlings using embryoculture Makapuno technology. It was also Dr. Madrigal who pushed for the crafting and registration of the Philippine Makapuno trademark as seal of quality for authentic Makapuno-based products through the support of various private and government agencies. He also encouraged economic enterprises to include traditional community resources and products to embrace the potential of Makapuno in the industry. As a man of science and technology, Dr. Madrigal has also supported various research and development activities on Makapuno production and processing, particularly the DOST-funded project of the Philippine Coconut Research and Development Foundation Incorporated on the technology commercialization of Makapuno products, galactomannan and powder as intermediate raw materials. The international exposure of Makapuno has also been made possible by Dr. Madrigal when he made ties with the Department of Trade and Industry Calabarzon to participate in the trade forum and launching of the Makapuno products in Toronto, Canada. What remains certain about this effort to revitalize Makapuno is its sustainability, where Dr. Madrigal served at the forefront to shepherd the becoming of Alabat Makapuno Island. This project was implemented in collaboration with the Philippine Coconut Authority, Department of Agriculture Regional Field Office 4A, Philippine Coconut Research and Development Foundation Incorporated, Southern Luzon State University, and local government units of Alabat, Quezon, and Perez in Quezon Province. This was also supported by the Department of Trade and Industry Region 4A, Office of the Provincial Agriculturist Quezon, Department of Labor and Employment Region 4A, National Irrigation Administration Region 4A, Office of Congresswoman Angelina Tan, and Foreign Trade Service Corps, led by Assistant Secretary Maria Rossini Alvero, and delegates from the Philippine Chamber of Commerce, Toronto, Canada, led by President Steve Pagao. This breakthrough has laid the grounds of a stronger and productive Makapuno industry in the Calabarzon region. But it doesn't stop here, as Dr. Madrigal and Major General Fernando L. Mesa, Mayor of Alabat, Quezon, get the support of more agencies, including the Canada-Philippines Chamber of Commerce, Toronto, where the Adopt Makapuno Tree Project gained inspiration from. A chunk of this revitalization project is the conduct of Makapuno Summit, where Dr. Madrigal plays a significant role. This is in support to develop the Makapuno industry and to diversify the coconut industry with the aim of completing the information on the current status of the emerging Makapuno industry, production, product development, marketing, and policies in the country. Just this month, Dr. Madrigal started talking with Nanyang Polytechnic University of Singapore for possible research and development collaborations to fast-track development of high-value products from Makapuno. Through the years, Dr. Madrigal has trailed more and more innovative platforms to mobilize and solicit collaboration of public and private institutions to revive the potential and ensure the sustainability of Makapuno, and to underscore his significant contribution to the industry. Let us recognize the prime mover of this breakthrough, Dr. Alexander R. Madrigal.
To the man of vision who'll translate them all to action through collaboration, let us all give a virtual round of applause to Dr. Alexander R. Madrigal. And to formally present the plaque of appreciation, let us call on the CBSU's Vice President for Research and Extension, Dr. Ruel M. Moica.
Thank you very much, lady. Allow me to read to you the citation. Republic of the Philippines, Cavite State University, Don Severino de las Alas Campus in Dang, Cavite, awards this plaque of recognition to Dr. Alexander R. Madrigal, Regional Director, DOST Calabarzon, in grateful recognition of his exemplary leadership and untiring efforts towards the development of Makapuno industry in the region. His dedicated work contributed to significant accomplishments on Makapuno production and processing, as well as in the establishment of important local and international partnerships that ultimately benefited the coconut farmers. Given this 26th day of November 2020, during the second National Makapuno Summit with the theme Empowering the Stakeholders of the Philippine Makapuno Industry Amidst the Pandemic via Zoom meeting and Facebook Live. Signed, Dr. Hernando D. Robles, President, Cavite State University. To Dr. Alex R. Madrigal, thank you very much po and mabuhay po kayo.
Thank you, Dr. Robel. And for a short message to Dr. Madrigal, we would also like to call once again the University President of Cavite State University, Dr. Hernando D. Robles.
Again, thank you, Ma'am Lady. So to my friend, Regional Director, Alex Madrigal. So our endless appreciation and thanks from Cavite State University for believing and trusting that we can deliver the required research and development extension activities for this laboratory. It will serve as your living legacy once you retired by this year. It is unfortunate that my friend is aging, but still he can do a lot, and maybe we wish him well, and maybe he can perform other services, maybe in other levels, maybe undersecretary of the UST or whatsoever. And it's very timely that this launching of Makapuno RDNE laboratory inside the Cavite State University as the regional center. It is very timely that the PCA director is his younger brother, the former Chief of Staff, General Benjamin Madrigal. That's why the efforts in establishing the RDE centers of Makapuno in Cavite State University is through the efforts of Brigadier General Benjamin Alexander Madrigal, Director General ng Science and Technology and General of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. Sila po ay nag-tandem at it will be very memorable that this launching during the second Makapuno Summit happening today and tomorrow will be a history in the making for Makapuno industry. So from now on, permit me to name or to baptize my friend Director Alex Madrigal as the father of Makapuno RDNE in the Calabarzon region. Magandang umaga po and wish you luck, Director Alex. Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat.
Thank you very much.
Thank you po, Dr. Robles. And we would also love to hear a short message or short response from the prime mover himself, the father of the regional Makapuno RDE. Let's all give a round of applause to Dr. Alexander R. Madrigal.
Oh, thank you very much, lady. This award is really not called for, but thank you very much for Cavite State University, particularly kay President Fernando Robles. Don't be too much in the laughing side, because what I'm leaving behind is a big task to you. Just like every moment that we do the board meeting, I always give you a bigger task. So I leave behind this particular task to every partner natin na nandito, to my brother who is still who is the PCA administrator, to the presidents of all the university, state and colleges in Region 4A, to all my regional partners in the line agencies. It's just a passion of a public servant to give what is best. It's the only thing that we can offer to our people in our nation. So thank you very much. This much is very much appreciated. Salamat po.
Thank you so much po, Dr. Madrigal. Truly, to give our best is what we can offer to the people. So once again, a round of applause for Dr. Alexander R. Madrigal, the Regional Director of the DOST Calabarzon. And we believe it's not only the region who is blessed with your leadership, but definitely the whole nation as well. So for working in the forefront and for shepherding this development in the Makapuno industry, you truly deserve this recognition. Thank you so much, sir. Now let's proceed to the rest of our program because before we take our lunch break, we will keep the inspiration going as we witness the highlights of the Makapuno Island project. So to give you a background, the Department of Science and Technology Region 4A or Calabarzon, in partnership with the Philippine Coconut Authority, the Department of Agriculture Regional Field Office Region 4A, the Philippine Coconut Research and Development Incorporated, the Southern Luzon State University, and the local government units of Alabat, Quezon and Perez, Quezon pushed for the establishment of the embryo cultured Makapuno or ECM farm sites in the municipalities of Alabat and Perez in 2017. So to address this low percentage of Makapuno nuts harvest and the increased demand for Makapuno meat, DOST Calabarzon sought the creation of Makapuno Island. And on its fourth year run, along the celebration of the National Science and Technology Week, DOST Calabarzon wishes to give due recognition to an exceptional Makapuno Island project implementer or a farmer, a farm technician, and an agricultural officer for their active engagement to the project and the ingenuity without which the objectives of the creation of the Makapuno Island would not be reached. So today, DOST Calabarzon would like to incentivize a farmer, a farm technician, and an agricultural officer's outstanding performance by awarding them with the title Best Makapuno Island Farmer, Best Makapuno Island Farm Technician, and Best Makapuno Island Agricultural Officer, and another one who will be receiving a special recognition for today. So to start, let me read the criteria for the best Makapuno Island farmer, which include 50% management and technical skills. That would be management skills, technical knowledge, best practices, and sharing of technical expertise. We also have 40% for farm performance and 10% for the audiovisual presentation. He will be receiving 10,000 pesos and a plaque of recognition. Okay, and before we give that award, let us watch the video for the highlights of the Makapuno Island project. Okay, those are the highlights of the Makapuno Island project, which is truly an inspiring initiative. And of course, before we proceed to reading the names and awarding the plaques for our awardees, let's also acknowledge the judges who helped us with the evaluation for today's awarding ceremony. So first of all, thank you po, Ms. Vermeline Evangelista, the technical supervisor of the Philippine Coconut Research and Development Foundation Incorporated. Also, thank you, Ms. Cynthia Lecano, the Chief of the Department of Agriculture, Lipa Agricultural Research and Experiment Station. And also, thank you, Ms. Maria Luisa Enal, the head of the Monitoring and Evaluation Team of the Southern Luzon State University. Once again, thank you and a virtual round of applause for our evaluators who I believe did a very difficult job. But today is the day to give all this recognition to those who deserve the awards that Best Makapuno Island Project has for us. Okay, so starting off again with the Best Makapuno Island Farmer. So let me repeat the criteria for judging. 50% for the management and technical skills that involve management skills, technical knowledge, best practices, and sharing of technical expertise. We have 40% for farm performance and 10% for the AVP. He will be receiving 10,000 pesos and a plaque of recognition. Participants, a round of applause for our Makapuno Island Best Farmer, Mr. Joel J. Arandela. And to know more about him and his farm, let's watch the video.
Ako po si Joel Arandela na ninirahan sa Barangay 4, Alabat, Quezon. Isa po ako sa beneficiary ng proyekto ng aming punong bayan na Makapuno. Pamamaraan na aking ginagawa, meron po tayong PCA na saka DOST na nagbibigay ng advice kung ano ba ang dapat gawin. Yung pong mga advice nila ngayon, yun ang sinusunod ko. Yung pong makabago naman, yung po'y base rin doon sa resulta ng aking karanasan bilang matagal na rin magsasaka. Gumagamit na po ako ngayon ng drip irrigation doon sa aking makapunuan para masustain po yung kanyang growth. Bilang kasama po nila ako na makapuno rin, kalapit ko lamang po yung kanilang mga makapunuan, binibisita ko po yung mga yun at aking sinasabi, base doon sa aking nakikita doon sa akin, kung anong maaaring maging diferensya ng kanilang mga puno at nagbibigay po sa kanila ako ng advice kung anong dapat gawin.
All right, that's a very inspiring story from our best Makapuno Island or the Makapuno Island Best Farmer. And so to formally award the plaque of recognition, let me read the citation. Republic of the Philippines, DOST Calabarzon presents this plaque of recognition to Mr. Joel J. Arandela as Best Makapuno Island Farmer for his outstanding management and technical performance in the implementation of the establishment of embryo culture Makapuno Island in the municipality of Alabat, Quezon and Perez in Quezon Province. Given this 26th day of November during the second National Makapuno Summit Virtual Awarding Ceremony. Signed, Dr. Alexander R. Madrigal, Regional Director. Once again, congratulations to our Makapuno Island Best Farmer, Mr. Joel J. Arandela. Congratulations po, Sir Joel. And as mentioned, we will be calling another farmer to receive a special recognition for today. He will be receiving 5,000 pesos and a certificate of recognition. Our farmer who will be receiving the special recognition for today is none other than Mr. Nelson T. Omila. Let's watch his video.
Ako po si Nelson Umela, 51 years old, nakatira po sa Barangay Montanya, Quezon. Ito pong Makapuno Farm ay 2 taon at kalahati na po ito. Ito po yung aming minimaintain. Ito po namin ang mga damo sa paligid para po pang fertilizer po. Pag ganito pong tag-ulan, hindi na namin tinitimbon. Nilalagyan po namin ng pataba, organic. Sa isang puno po ay 4 na kilo po ang nilalagay namin. Yan po, tinitimbang po namin para paras-paras po ang dami ng bawat puno. Pataba po namin organic, paikot po na ganito. Tapos itong 4 na kilo, ito po ay ito po namin. Pagkatapos po niyan, tinatambunan namin ng lupa na organic para matatakpan po siya. Ganito na po yung pilit niyan. Sukat po nito, ganito po yun. Po'y 2 taon na po ito at kalahati. Ito po inalis namin ng mga tuyo at para hindi mag-ano sa kanyang paglaki.
Ikaw?
Ito po sinusukat namin ang puno monthly kung may improvement. Perfect na po ang puno nito. Itim-pit na po ang taas nito.
That is a very informative demonstration video, Mr. Nelson. Pwede na pong vlogger. And of course, Mr. Nelson is represented today by the MAU of Quezon, Miss Mary Rose Occidental. So to formally award the Certificate of Recognition, let me read the citation. Republic of the Philippines DOST Calabarzon presents the Certificate of Recognition to Mr. Nelson T. Omila for having the second highest score during the evaluation of the Best Makapuno Island Farmer, proving his outstanding management and technical performance in the implementation of the establishment of embryo-cultured Makapuno Island in the municipality of Alabat, Quezon, and Perez, Quezon Province, given the 26th day of November 2020 during the second National Makapuno Summit Virtual Awarding Ceremony. Signed, Dr. Alexander R. Madrigal, Regional Director. Congratulations po, Mr. Nelson. Okay, and now we will be proceeding to our third award. Our next award, okay, is for the Best Makapuno Island Farm Technician. For the criteria, we have 40% commitment and notable contributions in implementing the project. We have 30% performance of the Makapuno farms in the municipality, 20% technical knowledge provided, and 10% for the AVP. She will be receiving 10,000 pesos and a plaque of recognition. Participants, a round of applause for our Makapuno Island, our Best Makapuno Island Farm Technician, Miss Maylene L. Pulley. Let's watch her video.
Ako si Maylene Darculi, nagtatrabaho sa Philippine Coconut Authority bilang Coconut Development Officer. Ako ay 7 taon na empleyado dito. At nang magsimula ang Makapuno Island Project sa isla, ako ay isa sa nakasama bilang officer sa ahensya ng Philippine Coconut Authority. Taong 2018 nang i-launch ang Makapuno Island Project na kung saan ito ay dinaluhan ng iba't ibang ahensya ng gobyerno. Kasama din ang mga panauhin mula sa PCCT o Philippine Chamber of Commerce of Toronto. At kasunod nito, ng 2018, nagkaroon ng nasa 1,200 embryo culture Makapuno ang naitanim sa bayan ng Alabat. At ng 2019, nasa humigit kumulang na 900 embryo Makapuno ang naitanim dito. Ako bilang extension worker ay isa sa mga gumagampan upang bisitahin at isagawa ang pag-monitor sa mga embryo culture Makapuno na itinanim.
Thank you so much, Ms. Maylene, for telling us your story of support to the Makapuno Island, and we truly appreciate that type of support that you have given to the project. So, to formally award the plaque of recognition, let me read again the citation. Republic of the Philippines DOST Calabarzon presents this plaque of recognition to Ms. Maylene L. Pulley as Best Makapuno Island Farm Technician for her unwavering commitment and initiative in extending her technical expertise and knowledge to the Makapuno Island farmers, resulting to the successful implementation of the establishment of embryo-cultured Makapuno Island in the municipality of Alabat, Quezon, and Perez in Quezon Province, given this 26th day of November 2020 during the second National Makapuno Summit Virtual Awarding Ceremony. Signed, Dr. Alexander R. Madrigal, Regional Director. Once again, congratulations and a round of applause to our Makapuno Island Best Farm Technician, Miss Maylene L. Pulley. Congratulations po. And now, we're down to our last but not the least awardee for the Best Makapuno Island Municipal Agricultural Officer. Criteria include 60% outstanding commitment and support, That would mean interventions during the identification and selection of farmer beneficiaries, farmers trainings and or consultative meetings initiated, farm management initiatives, and other supports given to the Makapuno farmers and support activities initiated by project sponsors. So again, that's 60% of the overall criteria. We have 30% performance of the Makapuno Islands in the municipality and 10% audiovisual presentation. She will be receiving 10,000 pesos and a plaque of recognition. Participants, a round of applause for our best Makapuno Island Municipal Agricultural Officer, Miss Sita M. Mesa. Let's watch the video.
Ang inyong pong lingkod ay si Mrs. Sita Mirillo Mesa, Municipal Agriculturist ng bayan ng Alabat. Dito po sa ating programa ng Makapuno ay tayo po ay nagtatanim ng makapuno para po isang livelihood project kung saan po ito po yung malaki ang maitulong sa ating mga magsasaka ng ngayon. Ang aming pong tanggapan ng pambayang agriculturist ay patuloy po ang pagmamonitor, patuloy po ang pagbibigay ng mga technical advice sa ating mga makapuno growers na kung saan po ay nagkakameron po kami ng meetings, consultations, at iba pa pong mga gawain na makakatulong po sa ating proyekto. Ang pamahalaan lokal po ng Alabag ay patuloy na sumusubaybay dito sa ating mga magsasaka ng makapuno sa pamamagitan ng pagbibigay po sa kanila ng mga interventions. Nagbibigay po kami ng libreng fertilizer para sa kanila na sa gayon po ay maalagaan nila at maging mabilis po yung paglaki ng ating makapuno. Ganon din po ang tanggapan po namin ay naglaan ng pondo para po makatulong din sa ating mga magsasaka na yung pong kanilang dagliang pangangailangan ay aming matulungan.
Once again, thank you po, Ms. Sita Mesa, for extending assistance to our farmers and farm technicians. And we really appreciate the efforts of our municipal agricultural officers, and you are setting the bar for this one. So once again, congratulations. And to formally award the plaque of recognition, let me read again the citation. Republic of the Philippines, DOST Calabarzon presents this plaque of recognition to Ms. Sita M. Mesa as Best Makapuno Island Municipal Agricultural Officer for her outstanding commitment and dedication in leading various initiatives to support the Makapuno Island farm technicians and farmers, resulting in the success of the implementation of the establishment of the cryocultured Makapuno Island in the municipality of Alabat, Quezon and Perez in Quezon Province, given this 26th day of November 2020 during the second National Makapuno Summit virtual awarding ceremony, signed Dr. Alexander R. Madrigal, Regional Director. Once again, congratulations to our Best Makapuno Island Municipal Agricultural Officer, Ms. Sita M. Mesa. Congratulations po, I can see Ms. Sita Mesa with the other employees. Kaya makasamaan po ni Ma'am Sita sa Municipal Agricultural Office. Hello po sa inyo and congratulations everyone. And thank you for inspiring us with all your efforts. So once again, to all our awardees, congratulations. Mabuhay po sa Makapuno Island Project. Thank you for inspiring us, and your stories are truly admirable. But our day one hasn't ended yet. It's going to be a jam-packed session with 5 plenary talks from distinguished speakers we have invited for today's summit. So to give you a preview of what's going to happen this afternoon and who will be with us today, we have 5 plenary speakers. So starting off with the first plenary talk entitled National Perspective on the Status and Initiatives for Makapuno Industry in Vietnam. We have our speaker, Dr. Le Cong No, the director of the Institute of Oil and Oil Plant, or IOOP from Vietnam. Hello po. And of course, we have our second speaker. I saw in his message a while ago here in chat that he really woke up 2 a.m. in France just to be with us today. So thank you so much, sir, for the topic perspective on the status and initiatives for Makapuno industry in France and Europe, and data about the Pathi Island planted with Makapuno palms in Thailand. We have with us later Dr. Roland Bourdieu, the international expert of Diversiflora Enterprise from France. Merci beaucoup, Dr. Bourdieu, for being with us today. We also have our speaker for the third plenary talk on the topic National Perspective on the Status and Initiatives for Makapuno Industry in Papua New Guinea. We have with us later Mr. Alfred Cambu, the Manager of Productivity Improvement Program Kokonas Industry Koporesen in Papua New Guinea. And of course, we wouldn't end with our last two plenary speakers for this afternoon. We have, for the topic, National Perspective on the Status Initiatives for Makapuno Industry in Indonesia, Professor Dr. Henki Novarianto, the Senior Scientist of Indonesia Palm Crops of the Research Institute in Indonesia. Terima kasih, Guru Dr. Henki Novarianto, for being with us today. And our last speaker for this afternoon, of course, our prime mover for the national perspective on the status initiatives for Makapuno industry in our country, the Philippines. We have our regional director, DOST Calabarzon, here in our country, Philippines, Dr. Alexander R. Madrigal. So this is going to be exciting. So let's end the morning session with this, and let's be back in the meeting room 10 minutes before 1 p.m. We hope everybody will have a great lunch so that we will have energy for our afternoon session. Thank you, everyone. This has been your MC for this morning, Lady Eileen, and see you again later this afternoon. While we are going for the lunch break, we would also like to acknowledge the Mayor of Alabat, Quezon, Mayor Mesa. Hello po.
Lady.
Yes po, sir.
Can we have a photo opportunity for all the attendees?
Yes po, sir. Sige po, for everybody who's here on Zoom, we would appreciate if you... Thank you, sir, for reminding us with that photo op. So for everybody here on Zoom, we would appreciate if you turn on your cam, and then we can stop sharing for a while so that our secretariat from the OST and CVSU can take a photo. Okay. So anyone who would lead us in the photo taking? Okay. Maybe we can ask so that we'll have a backup. We'll have someone from the USD and someone from CVSU to take a photo. Okay, are we ready? Can you give us a signal so that we can put our best smiles in this very momentous
Director
event?
Alex, wala sa gallery, Director Alex.
Apa. Okay, so we'll wait for the other participants to turn on their cam while our secretariat is also preparing to take our photos. So maybe we'll have maybe 30 seconds to 1 minute to prepare if others are still here. Okay. So let's have our staff from the UST Calabarzon and from NCRDEC or CPSU to have our photos. Maybe we can ask Sir Jeboy, can you give us a signal if we're ready to take the photo? Okay, so let's just wait for some other panelists we have here, our speakers, local and international. Okay, so others who can turn on their cam, you can wave for a while waiting. Okay, Paul, let us know po when the photo is already taken, Sir Jemoy. Okay. Say Makapuno industry. All right, let's keep smiling. We have two. All right, is it okay? Okay, we're done. Thank you so much once again. And let's meet later. Let's go back 10 minutes before 1 p.m. for a jam-packed session this afternoon. Thank you, everyone.